So good volume. I'm going to focus on AMD here though, guys, right? My focus here is on this AMD. We've got room about $1 down. So let's see how this thing closes here in this next 10 seconds. And get that relative strength, right? Should have an opportunity here to the downside. So just be a little bit patient, right? Be a little bit cautious. Okay, we want to see this thing pull back here first before it breaks down here for us. Okay, we've got good risk reward profile here down towards that 113.80. I'm going to be looking at AMD puts right under this 114.50. Let's see, volume wise, not bad volume here so far. Probably looking at the 114 puts, guys. Gonna look at the 114 puts. I'm gonna wait to enter on a little bit of a pullback though. So let's see this thing break, right? Let's see this thing break and then wait for a little pullback and go. Right, so we keep getting, like, we get head faked a lot here, so I just want to be a little bit cautious, right? If we can now make a lower low, I'm going to be interested under this 114.50. Okay, Tesla with a little fake out there, right? Not exactly high conviction here so far, so still remaining a little bit cautious this morning. Not bad though on this AMD. I think this could still be in play if we can get this thing to break down the way we're looking for. We've got room down too, right? So our next target is this 113.80. So that gives us a little bit of space here to behave nicely, but we don't want to be in too much of a rush to chase after this if it isn't absolutely perfect. Seeing a little bit of a pullback here on the index level, seeing maybe a little bit of a pullback here from something like Tesla. So don't want to get head faked, right? Don't want to get trapped in something that isn't absolutely perfect. So just wait it out, be patient. If it looks great, we'll have an opportunity. If it's not there, I'm not going to rush it. So I'm still interested in this AMD, looking at those 114 puts, 2/3 sizing, if you can break down under this 114.50. Okay, so watching close here, guys, right? Watching close. All right, I am in. Average price 171. I only got one contract filled. So I'm going to place, see if I can get another fill on a pullback here. Right, something like this 176 area. If you can pull back and give me that fill, then I'll be happy to sort of jump in with my remaining position. But remember, guys, if you miss your entry, right, if you don't get in and you start chasing, you screw up your risk reward profile, right? You make it impossible to sort of get that follow through. So maybe we missed it, right? Maybe we just couldn't get enough of a fill. That's the way it goes, right? Hopefully a few of you guys got it, but looking like it's in pretty good shape here so far. Okay, there we go, guys. I am now in 176.4 average price. So let's see if this thing can now give us that sort of follow through to the downside here. So should have an opportunity here to kind of get a little bit of follow through. Not going to be too aggressive with this play, right? Maybe a little bit choppier than I'd like here so far, but in pretty good shape. Going to be pretty aggressive with how I manage this. Now already at this sort of 190 mark, I'm going to take about 1/5 of my position off here at that 190. If we can get there again, that for me is sort of my first take profit target. So let's see if this thing can kind of give us that follow through. Should be able to lock in some profit here in a second. Right, there we go, guys. Locked in 1/5 of my position there at that 190. Now stop loss on my remainder here is going to be at 185. Stop loss on my remainder is at 185. And let's see if this thing can keep giving us a little bit of follow through, right, down towards that 112.30 area. So far, so good, though, on this AMD, right? Fantastic start to the day. Entered on that pullback. So let's see if this thing can keep giving us a little bit of follow through. I'm going to take a little bit more off, right? Another what would have been original 1/5 of my position here at 210. That's my target. If I can take a little bit more off there, then I should have about 3/5 of my original position left and have an opportunity to kind of run this thing down without much resistance. But really good start here so far, everyone. And let's see if we can keep getting a little bit of luck, get a little bit lucky and keep getting a bit of follow through, but in really good shape here on this AMD. Hopefully a few of you guys are in this as well. I know this moved really quick. I only got one contract on my original entry, so hopefully I gave you enough information to sort of lock in a bit more profit. Now taking off a bit more here, guys, at this 210. There we go. Stop loss on my remainder is going to be 195. 195 stop loss on my remainder, and let's see if this thing can keep kind of running. But in really good shape here. Fantastic start to the day, right? Almost at that 1% barrier already. So don't need to force anything, don't need to overtrade, don't need to rush anything. Just happy to be managing a winning position right off the opening bell. It's fantastic to get that initial follow through, not to have to sit on a loser. So congratulations to everyone if you caught this. Let me know if you guys are in. Let me know how you're managing this position, and let's keep crushing it. Let's go. Okay, watch here, guys, right? AMD, absolutely rocking and rolling, right? Absolutely rocking and rolling. Next take profit target's going to be that sort of 225 area, and that's going to give me about, I'll have like 1/4 of, I'll call it 2/5 of my position left if we can get to that sort of 225 area. But if this pulls back and stops me out at that 195, no biggie. Happy to protect win, locked in a bunch of profit already, right? Taking 2 chunks of my position off. So lock profit on the way down, right? Or, well, relative on the way down, right? And just keep stacking them up, guys. But fantastic start here. Great start to the day. Let's see if we can keep getting a bit of follow through here to the downside. Tesla might have an opportunity to reset up here on this 15-minute time frame. So a lot of these head fakes, right, seem to maybe be kind of filling themselves back out. And let's go, Zach. Let's go. Nice work, man. Let's go. So now we're just stacking them up, guys, right? We've got nothing else to do besides watch. Next take profit, 225. 225 take profit. And I'm going to take another, what would have been original 1/5 off at that barrier. Looks like I might be getting lucky with a better fill. So I got out at 226, guys. There we go. 226. Really, really good kind of start here to the day. Fantastic setup, right? Really good follow through. Now let's see if we can keep getting a bit lucky and keep getting a bit more action. Stop loss on my remainder here is going to be at 205. 205 stop loss, being pretty aggressive with how I'm managing this position. Don't really want to give anything back. Happy to kind of lock this in and keep running this thing down. But fantastic little start to the day. No need to overtrade here. No need to force anything, right? We're 12 minutes into the market and we're up 1.3% on the day. So don't force anything. Don't give anything away. Keep stacking up those base hits and everything else will take care of itself, right? Average price 176.6. Sorry, 176.4. Current ask 235. So we're in great shape here, everyone. See if we can keep getting a bit of follow through down towards that 110 barrier, but absolutely crushing it. Now on sort of my remaining chunk, I'm going to be really aggressive on where I'm trying to take some profit off. So if I can lock in at 50%, I'm going to be super stoked to do that. But really what I'm going to be trying to do is just kind of keep pushing my stop loss up and just being more aggressive in that context. Let's go, Max. Let's go, my man. Let's go. Yo, everyone's crushing it this morning. Guys, I love to see that. Love to hear that. Fantastic start to the day. Fantastic start. Let's go. So let's see if this thing can keep giving us that follow through here, guys. Right, and we're going to be now keeping an eye on some of these 15-minute candles, right? Seeing where that relative strength steps in. Apple might give us that bearish engulfing on volume, but I'm not super enthused. Excuse me. Not super enthused with this, right, as a relative volume profile. We'd like to see maybe a little bit more. QQQ, not quite perfect here either. Would like to see a little bit more volume for us to chase this to the downside. SPY, inside bar, not going to chase this. Microsoft, too wicky for me, right? Not going to chase this. NVIDIA, really good volume. right? Giving us a very, very similar look here to this AMD, but AMD is the stronger setup here pre-market. So not going to rush this if it isn't there. So far, so good though, guys, right? We got nothing to do besides kind of watch and smile here as this AMD kind of continues to sell off and break down here for us. Fantastic start to the day here, everyone. Let's go. So let's see if we did enough here to survive this initial pullback. Like I said, stop loss is 209 here now, stop loss. And that's going to be if the ask hits 209. So just a few pennies away from that if it happens. But fantastic start to the day. There we go, guys. I got stopped out. But hey, 1% day, right? Zero complaints there. Fantastic start to the morning. Now let's see if we can find sort of another sign of relative strength to kind of give us that continued follow through here to the downside. Love the look of this morning though, right? Fantastic start to the day here, guys. Congratulations if you caught this. Let me know if you did. DTR members, let's go. DTR guests, let's go, right? Fantastic start. AMD might have shaken us out here pretty aggressively. Now really starting to break down. So that's okay, right? That's okay. No big deal. We caught a really nice win. Things sometimes aren't going to move with us. Sometimes things aren't going to move without us. But we have an opportunity here to still get that kind of follow through. If we can get that increasing outlier volume here on this 5-minute time frame, we're going to have a little bit more confidence that we can kind of keep getting that action down towards that 112.30 and then 112 barrier. So let's be patient. Let's just wait it out just a second, right? Be cautious. When it's perfect, we're going to know and we're going to take advantage of it. If we have to compromise, I start to lose my confidence in that, and I don't want to do that. So really, really fantastic start to the day here, everyone. And let's keep crushing it here. Let's go, John. 1.5%. My man. Let's go.